What's up everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Level Up, our daily video game news show that brings you all the latest and greatest stories from within the video game industry. And we're kicking off today with some news that may make some sci-fi fans very, very happy. EA has now given us a very strong indication that the Mass Effect Trilogy could be coming to the new generation of consoles. It could be remastered in the lead up to Andromeda. Now, for those of you that maybe follow the industry a little bit close, you might recall that Peter Moore did come out and basically said that remasters are for people that have run out of ideas and haven't got any ideas, and EA are focused on bringing new and fresh ideas to the industry. They've kind of backtracked on that statement a little bit now. The studio boss was Patrick Sutherland was speaking at Gamescom, and he's basically said that this may change going forward. That the business has changed, the industry has changed since their last comments they made back in 2015. And he said what's changed really is that there's proof in the market that people want it, maybe more so than ever. And speaking specifically about Mass Effect, he went on to say, we are absolutely actively looking at it. I can't announce anything today, but you can expect us more likely to follow our fellow partners like Activision and other companies that have done this successfully. So we've seen Activision kind of releasing a lot more remasters, or I wouldn't even call them remasters, they've just been ports over the recent weeks, and some people haven't been happy with them. Obviously we've seen some remasters that have been very, very good. I think if we can get fully remastered Mass Effect Trilogy for the price of like 40 quid, then that's going to make people happy. The content in that game, the hours available to be able to play are absolutely fantastic, and it will get a lot of people really excited who are fans of the series, and maybe people who are too young to play the original games, a good opportunity to see what the trilogy is all about before Andromeda releases next year. As soon as we get anything official, we'll be sure to let you guys know. Staying with EA and speaking about a game that definitely is coming this year, Titanfall 2, they have announced when the beta for this game will be launching. In fact, this Friday will be the start of the first beta. It's going to run over the weekend, Friday through Sunday, and there will be a second open beta running next weekend, so Friday the 26th through to the 28th. So these betas are going to include 2 new modes and 2 new maps. This will be in the first one. They will be adding an additional map for the second weekend, next weekend. New Titans will be able to be used. The game modes involved in these betas will be the Bounty Hunt, which is a brand new 5v5 mode that pits pilots and their teammates against the opposing team. Pilots 8v8, and then the Amped Hardpoint 6v6, which that's a new mode for the second weekend only. And the maps, you might have seen them before, but Boomtown and Homestead, and then Forward Base Coda will be the extra one coming the second weekend. So great chance to jump in, check out Titanfall before it's released later on this year. Looks like the second weekend will be the better of the two because it will have extra game mode and extra map. But if you can't wait till next weekend, check it out this weekend and let us know what you think about it. Another game that will be getting some testing periods. In this case, though, this is going to be an alpha rather than a beta. This is going to be Ubisoft's For Honor. We know it's not out until 2017, but they have announced that there will be a closed alpha beginning on September 15th, and that will run through till September 18th. Obviously this is a closed alpha, so not everyone will be able to get into it, but the way you can sign up for it is you head over to the game's official website, fill in your details, and hopefully you'll be lucky enough to get yourself a code. In addition to this, they have announced the roster for the game, which is going to have 12 playable heroes, and these are split across the factions we've already seen before: the Viking, the Samurai, and the Knights. We did see a new factions trailer, which we'll be seeing right here as well. So yeah, good chance. Very much personally still on the fence about this game, not sold whatsoever. I'm sure there's a few out there that are the same as me, and something like a closed alpha is a perfect opportunity to dive in and get your early impressions. Obviously not the final game. The final game may look slightly different to this, but it's definitely a good indication to see what direction Ubisoft are heading with this particular title. From announcements of betas and alphas to updates to existing games, No Man's Sky, the game that everyone's been talking about for the past week, is getting a new patch. It's launching at the end of this week. We don't know exactly what's in it just yet, but Sean Murray has confirmed that this update coming to both PS4 and PC will make some users very, very happy. Now, I would imagine that any update will make people happy because in theory it should be making the game better. I haven't had a huge problem with issues, technical issues in the game. A bit of pop-in. I think I've crashed once. The game's crashed. I've crashed loads of times. But other than that, we will find out more, obviously, when the update officially comes. We do know they have announced that they'll be bringing the likes of building your own ships and building your own centres, but that won't be this date. That's going to be way further in the future. This is going to probably just be minor bug fixes and stuff like that. So look forward to that. Make sure you go and update it and enjoy the new No Man's Sky experience. And the final news item for today, Pokemon Go. We've got to talk about Pokemon Go. We haven't talked about it for a while. It appears that despite a lot of people loving it, not everyone is very happy. There is a couple in Detroit that has filed a class action lawsuit against the creators of the game. Now, has the game done something to them directly? No. They're basically unhappy that Pokemon are near their property, and they're basically claiming that people are coming near their house and that Niantic have done it without their consent. And now they're asking for a share of the revenue because people outside socialising and being near their house. How old and miserable do you have to be moaning that people are outside having fun, provided they're not going onto private property and tampering or damaging property? Then no harm, no foul, surely. I mean, people have a right to be outside. People have a right to enjoy themselves. I don't expect this class action lawsuit to really go anywhere, but they basically said that Pokemon players, they said they're walking on their lawn. That's obviously not Niantic's fault. They do have disclaimers saying don't go onto private property. And they've claimed that people look into their windows and swear at them. I would imagine that there's probably another side to that story. If people are swearing at them, maybe they're being aggressive, who knows. But anyway, I just thought that was quite a funny story to end on. There was always going to be someone that was unhappy and wanted a piece of this Pokemon pie. I don't expect this to really go anywhere. All the disclaimers are in that game. Don't trespass. Don't Pokemon Go and drive. Pay attention to your surroundings. All of that stuff. They're all in that game. You know, at the end of the day, it's not Niantic's fault if people are going onto your lawn. So that's it for today's news. Be sure to let us know down below what you think about the idea of a Mass Effect trilogy. Are you excited to try out Titanfall? Are you excited to try out For Honor? Let us know all of your thoughts down below. Are you enjoying No Man's Sky and Pokemon Go? Make sure you come back tomorrow for a brand new level up to bring you all the latest video game news. But for now, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I will see you all next time.